And welcome back mga kasambahay to Doctors on TV. With us this morning, our very, very close friend, Dr. Pebbles, talking about osteoporosis. Dr. kanina we talked about how to avoid osteoporosis by keeping fit, by exercising, and eating the correct foods, the right amount of calcium and vitamin D intake. Are there anything that we should avoid para hindi tayo magka-osteoporosis po?
Well, risk factors, no?
Okay.
Kasi tayo, the fact that we are tayo, female, Asian, yan na, it's already a risk factor. Other risk factors that we should, or at least look for in a patient, smoking. No?
Okay.
Smoking also increases your risk for developing osteoporosis.
Coffee?
Coffee, 1 cup a day, 2 cups, okay. But they say more than 5 cups, no? Medyo, that also increases your risk for osteoporosis. The number of pregnancies. So, let's say, the more pregnancies you have, then mas mataas din ang risk kasi every time you're pregnant, tumataas ang calcium requirement. So, obviously, we get that from
Mas marami daw na-withdraw.
Yes, mas
Na
marami.
calcium dun sa
From the bone.
buto. Yeah.
Also, during breastfeeding, how long your
Breastfeeding
patient
din.
breastfed, ilang beses. So, lahat yan, risk factors. Steroid intake. So, halimbawa, ang pasyente mo may asthma, kailangan niya talaga uminom ng steroid, or let's say rheumatoid arthritis, or certain disease entities wherein you have to take in steroids, then that becomes a risk factor. Amenorrhea, ibig sabihin yung hindi ka nagkaregla.
Alright.
Lalo na kung mahigit na sa 1 taon. So there is a hormonal imbalance that also increases your risk for osteoporosis. So all these things, titingnan nyo na rin sa look back and see if you have any of these. And if you have any of these, then siguro mas importante na magpatingin para mapascreen ng maaga.
Sa endocrine part, yung mga hyperthyroid patients natin.
That's right. No?
Or those taking levothyroxine for hypothyroidism, sometimes their dose is too much. They can have increased risk for osteoporosis.
You have to be very more aggressive. Off camera, we were discussing about a very young man who actually has osteoporosis.
Yes.
At what age, Doctora? Below 40?
No, below 50.
Below 50?
Not very common for males kasi usually the males, they get more of yung osteoporosis because matanda na, no? Not because of katulad sa ating mga kababaihan, yung secondary menopause, yung because of menopause, we get osteoporosis. So for this patient, I had to work the patient up for a metabolic reason, yun nga yung sa endocrine portion. And when I saw an abnormality with the thyroid, I sent the patient already to my friendly endocrinologist. Call a friend na yun.
So, sa mga lalaki, ibig sabihin na kung may mga cases na gano'n, there is a big factor talaga. A big factor yung hormones, no? Sa like endo, no? Posible pala na thyroid siya. Ayan. So, ano naman, Doktora, ang delikado ba na kondisyon niya? Ang
osteoporosis, hindi siya masakit.
Okay, so
it's not a painful disease eh.
Okay.
But it becomes painful only if you break your bones.
Pag may fracture na.
Pag may fracture na. That's why sometimes we only detect it quite late. Kasi nahulog, napaupo ng masama, sumakit yung likod, and then pagkita, napipina pala yung buto. So, in a way, you get to see it minsan late na kasi that's when it presented already with pain because of the fracture. Another presentation probably would be loss of height. Ito yung
nagsishrink
down. No?
Si Lola ay lumiliit na, kumukuba na kasi
Kasi ang spine natin, yung gulugod natin, may certain heights ang mga buto natin dyan. And when we are osteoporotic, dahil nga marupok na yung buto, napipipi na siya with the weight that it carries. So, loss of height and fracture are the most common presentations of osteoporosis.
So, minsan nahuhulog lang. Pagka landing sa kamay, nababali na dito.
Bali agad.
O pag naglanding sa hip, bali na ang hip. So, that's why we have to treat osteoporosis, no?
Yes.
Although asymptomatic ang patients, pero pag napabayaan, they're prone to fracture.
Once you have a fracture, you increase your having a second fracture by 5 times.
Okay.
So, it is important to prevent that first fracture.
Okay. And I think even dito, pag kumukuba na, hindi na rin maganda ang paghinga ng
nahihirapan na yan.
Yes, naiipit na.
So, I think the psychological aspect of it, na nakahukod sila, medyo it affects, no? Like, sabihin na noon, hindi naman ako ganito umupo. Ngayon, ganito na yung posture ko. Ano bang pwede kong gawin? Eh, wala ka na gagawa pagka ganun na.
So, dapat pala pilitin natin na lagi tayong naka-attention. So, it's not true. It's not true na, uy, masakit yung dito ko, masakit yung dito ko. It does not really mean na, ikaw ay may osteoporosis pala. Kasi asymptomatic nga yung osteoporosis.
Yes. It's a silent disease.
Which is dangerous.
Until magka-fracture.
Kasi hindi mo alam until na magka-fracture pala
by
tayo.
the time it's too late. Kasi if you get a hip fracture, paano ka maglalakad? You need hip surgery. Hindi naman lahat nakakalakad after hip surgery.
Kaya sinasabi nila, pagka nag-fracture ka, kaya yung hospitalization because of osteoporosis, mataas din ang incidence. Kasi nga, yung hindi osteoporosis per se, but the fracture because of osteoporosis.
And I've seen
Hip
wards, for example, sa Philippine Orthopedic Center, na isang buong ward na lahat sila
puro
matatandang lola
may
na nahulog, may hip fracture, nakasabit yung paa nila dun sa bed. So,
tsaka the bad thing about this earlier discussion natin na habang sila'y nakahiga na lang dahil may fracture sila, hindi nila na-exercise ngayon. So pag hindi na-exercise, Doktora, we discussed this earlier, na lalong humihina yung buto nila.
Lalo din humihina yung muscle nila. They have more complications because of the prolonged recumbency or the prolonged na pagkahiga. So, such as pneumonia, urinary tract infection, bed sores.
Even the sores.
Bed sores, no? So, nangyayari po yan pagka
Doktora,
nababalya.
meron po tayong text question this morning. Pwede po ba ma-prevent or i-treat ang osteoporosis through massage therapy?
Very nice question ito, Doktora.
Very nice question. But, no, it cannot. Massage therapy cannot prevent or treat osteoporosis.
Actually, ang magbe-benefit sa pag-massage, yung nagmamassage.
Yeah.
Kasi lalakas ang muscles niya. Siya yung exercise, hindi yung nakahiga.
Pati buto.
Pati buto na nagmamassage. So, massage therapy is helpful if you are the one massaging.
Yes, that's
And
right.
temporary relaxation para doon sa pasyente.
Oo, para sa... That's right.
Okay. Doctor, so we talked about screening earlier. We said the bone densitometry is the best test. Sometimes we see it sa malls na may nag-offer sa, for example, sa ganitong mall, o there's
Yung
ankle,
saka yung
DEXA,
wrist,
o minsan sa wrist, parang ginaganyan. Are these okay, or talagang dapat ba pumunta sa hospital?
It's a good guide, but for you to really diagnose, kasi pagka lumabas yun at na-label ka na osteoporosis or osteopenia, medyo now you're worried, should you start treatment? No?
Okay.
So if you are thinking of treatment, that shouldn't be your guideline.
Okay.
You should use the central bone density. Like I mentioned earlier, that tung mga peripheral bone screening, hindi sila good representation of the strength of our
Dapat
bones.
talaga central.
So dapat yung hip and
tsaka
spine.
Okay. But these are available in the hospitals
Yes,
lang, no?
in all the hospitals. It's actually widely available
Widely
now.
available.
Yeah.
Medyo may kamahalan pa yata.
It's around less than 5,000, between 3,000 to 5,000 pesos.
Sana may libre, no? Para
Minsan nagkakaroon tayo, pero kasi yun yung more on the peripheral bone screening. For the bone density, hindi pa. I haven't been...
actually, because October is Bone and Joint Awareness Month, a lot of hospitals their bone DEXAs for discount.
Oh, that's good then.
You should visit your hospitals, baka may discount ang bone densitometry test this October.
Yes, please. Ano? So, affected pala ang mga babae, majority ng mga babae.
Mostly the females.
So, bago tayo pumasok pa sa napakaraming mga questions pa namin, Doktora, punta naman natin isang beautiful pa na woman sa aming buhay. Sa Women's Health with Doc Steph Supa.